Is that a rattler?
What happened?
It's right there.
There's a snake? How far?
Right there.
I don't see it.
Not this ridge, not the next ridge, the next ridge.
Oh, I see it now.
It's not a rattler though.
Oh, you walked right over it?
Oh my God, I look right down. Like, that's an interesting looking piece of fabric. And all of a sudden it moved and I'm like, oh, that's not fabric. That's a snake.
Goosebumps?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look a little bit. I can zoom on this.
I don't think it's a rattler.
Hi.
It's been a long, long time coming. It's been a long, long, long time. It's been a long, long time coming. It's been a long, long, long time.
Starting route to Walmart Supercenter. Proceed to State Road 4, then turn right.
Hi. Bumpy road. Oh, so we were going at 55, but it's so bouncy that I can't go 55. We'd trash everything. Reminds me of driving to the Paw on that road that just destroys you. Alright, it's official. Jacqueline is driving on a very bumpy road.
Oh, I'm going pretty slow. 45 almost.
And this will go for a long time. You gotta take it slow. And you don't want to beat the living bejesus out of your camper because you can break struts, you can break springs. And they let you know when there's one coming, but they might as well just put flags the entire way because it's all bad. Ugh. Taking it slow because it's windy and bumpy.
Where are we?
We're in New Mexico, heading into Colorado soon. Tomorrow we'll be in Colorado. Tomorrow we'll be in Utah. But we're just going through New Mexico, a back way. So, yeah.
You know how people always say they like to live in certain places because of the seasons? They get to see all the seasons. Well, I kind of feel like in driving we get to see different seasons.
True.
Yeah.
Welcome to being on the road full time.
Well, and this week we've been traveling every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every single day we've traveled.
Yep.
Okay. Carry on.
Carry on my wayward son. I don't even know what day it is.
I know.
We've been bouncing, travel, so it gets really confusing as to where you've been. And then you wake up in the morning and you have to kind of do a little reality check to figure out where you are.
Kind of a long ride, but we had to be flexible. We woke up this morning in Los Alamos, New Mexico, not knowing where we were going to spend the night. And so then we decided to try to make it kind of a long travel day today. And we were going to just stay at a Walmart in Farmington, New Mexico. And then I found that there's a casino nearby, so in Farmington, and there were some really good reviews online about staying here overnight. So we are just going to go and check in. It's a great big parking lot, and the views are nice. We're gonna check in and make sure we can stay here.
I'm eating.
I know. Why do you like it better?
I like it better in Walmart because it's just, I think it's better security because casino's entire reputation is based on security.
Mm-hmm.
At a Walmart, you have people zipping around through the lanes and coming around behind you, and
Yeah.
it's chaotic. But here, they have security comes through and checks on you, and it's just safer because it's just, no, they're not going to have a place where you can't walk around with $300-400 in your pocket. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Now this lot is very angled. It's like on a hill, so we have to see if we can even get enough lift on one side of the camper to be able to even stay here, because it's pretty, somebody said in the comments that it's pretty angled. So we'll see what Jacqueline says when she comes back.
All right, so our up down is actually great, but our side to side, driver's side is up almost as high as it could be on this level. So maybe if you come over this way, could you pull up and over towards the passenger side more up here, and we'll see if that makes a difference.
Sure.
Because what it's doing is it goes like this, right? So maybe further over here, maybe it'll be a little better.
Okay.
That's a little better, but not a ton, but about a bubble and a half better.
Are we gonna be able to even do it, or should we go over to the Walmart?
Give it a try.
That helped us a little bit, about another bubble and a half down. So we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna go up on the levelers as high as we can, and I'm sure that'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll make it.
All right. We're using the bubble old school right now because our battery died in our Levelmate Auto, whatever we call it, Levelmate Pro. So we have to buy a new battery. Normally we could just drive around the parking lot and get it till it's right. You guys see that?
Okay, we're good to go. Come up fast if you can. Nope. Still slipping. Well, that's not gonna work.
We're getting it.
Absolutely. I was not giving up on finding a level spot because I really wanted to stay here. After all, we talked about staying at the casino and that it was a nice place, and they have a nice restaurant inside that we were gonna go to, and you know, it's just nicer than staying at a Walmart, I think. And I know Dave thinks the same thing, so I'm happy we found a level spot. And then we can eat. Welcome to another healthy living tip with Jacqueline. Today I want to talk a little bit about foods and the glycemic index chart. The reason you might want to know about this is because what happens when you have something that's really high on the glycemic index chart, your blood sugar spikes, which causes your pancreas to make insulin, and a lot of kind of nasty things can happen if there's too much of that. Storing it in the fat cells as fat. Inflammation can lead to diabetes. The other thing is, if you're spiking that, then your blood sugar is going to drop really low, and then you'll feel those cravings and that hunger, and sometimes you might even get, you know, shaky from low blood sugar. So you really want to keep your blood sugar as even as possible. So the glycemic index charts tell you what the number is on the scale for certain foods, and that number corresponds to how high and how fast that food will make your blood sugar go. So for instance, you want things that are lower. So cooked carrots are an 80 out of 100 on that glycemic index chart. Zucchini's only a 15. So you might want to be eating more zucchini than you are cooked carrots. White rice is about a 75 and quinoa is only about 50. So it's a pretty good idea to look at that. I follow that to stay at a healthy weight. And I'm not saying I don't eat foods that are a little higher sometimes, but I try to keep mostly everything low on the glycemic index chart. And I hope that was helpful. This has been another Healthy Living Tip with Jacqueline. So it's Monday morning and just being a little quiet here because Dave is still sleeping. I've been up since about 6:30, so I don't know, 45 minutes, something like that. And it's tough because we're traveling again, and this is day 8 actually of travel. So we've traveled every single day for 8 days. And now with it being Monday, it just makes it a little hard because I am working. And of course my hours are flexible. I make my hours, but I still need to work. And I can work in the truck. And you know, a lot of people ask me if I drive, and I can drive, but the thing is I have to work. So, you know, got to make a living, right? So a lot of times though, when you're going through certain areas, the mountains and different places, there's no signal. So it makes it really difficult. So I thought I'd get up this morning early and I should be quiet though, and get some work done before we head out on the road. And I'm so excited because we're going to Moab today and we've never been there, never. And it's supposed to be amazing. So we're actually headed there early. We weren't supposed to go there until, I don't know, Thursday, Friday. And we're going to Moab. So gonna get some work done.
So we stopped back at Walmart for a couple of things. We came here last night and then we're in Farmington, New Mexico, just to let you know. And we didn't stay here last night. We stayed at the casino. We just like the safety better and it's not so crazy. You get here in the Walmart parking lots, and not everywhere, but this one, a lot of cars driving through really fast and loud music playing, and we're just like, I feel better at the casinos. They have security driving around. They have cameras all through the parking lot. My preference, every Walmart's different. This one was, I'll give it a 50-50. I don't know. It just seems a little busy and a lot of cars zipping around. So we're glad we made the decision to stay at the casino, and I hope that we can do it again.
Be a little rough, but I think it will be worth it.
I think it'll be worth it.
I can tell already. Glad you got that suspension now?
Yeah, got them all right. Gives you confidence.
Yep.
Yeah. There's some people down there.
That's probably our friends. Yeah, nice to know that we can do this the way we want to do it with that suspension. Yes. What's the plan?
I'm gonna grab some water here
Okay,
out of the water jugs.
following you. I'll carry some. We're at Arches National Park, and it is after hours, as you can see by the parking lot that's pretty much empty. So we're not coming here today to go into the park. We're just at the visitor center, and we need water. So we brought the water jugs, and it looks like somebody's over there kind of doing the same thing. So we're just gonna grab a little bit of water and then head back to camp and come back another day to actually go in the park.
Love your paint job there. That's so cool.
Thanks.
Let's go.
All right.
So we're going on a hike today out in Moab. We're about 30 minutes outside of town, and we're coming up on some fellow Xscapers, which is kind of fun. Here's the cool thing about boondocking and being in the Xscapers group, and I know we talk about this a lot, but again, as community, you'll roll up and all of a sudden you'll see the Xscaper sticker, and it's kind of your little group, and you just sort of say, hey, can we camp next to you or around you? And people are like, yeah, because they kind of passed the test already by being cool and being fun and being part of the group. So it's kind of neat. So these guys are camped way back in here. We're more out in a meadow, as you could see in the shots, but we're gonna get some shots of where they are. They have the beautiful view. Did you have anything that you would like to say? The other thing is
how much caffeine have you had today? That's what I'm wondering. We've been walking, you guys, for the past probably 10 minutes. I haven't said a single word, not a single word.
So anyway,
this guy has been chattering and chattering and chattering. So I'm thinking caffeine, but maybe you're just excited to be here, which I love.
Giddy as a schoolgirl on a fine spring day.
Okay, good.
My left hand is just completely shaking right now from holding this camera. You don't think these cameras are very heavy when you look at them, but if you hold it for a minute 37, as I see the counter, they get heavy.
Okay.
Plus the 6 gallons of caffeine I just drank.
Let's walk and let's pretend we don't have mouths.
Anyway, one time at band camp, I saw bees. There are a lot of bees at band camp. And the bees are nice because the bees, they make honey, and they do... Hello? Hello?
So Dave's out here talking about snakes and how scared he is of the snake we saw the other day, which was miles and miles away, which I think is really funny. So watch this. Snake!
Did I just ruin your film?
You didn't even.
Boy.
You flinched and that was it.
You're not gonna pay. You're gonna pay the price for that one later. Yeah,
Did I scare you?
I'm gonna clutter the out of the counter when I get back to the rig. There's gonna be clutter everywhere. Nothing?
No. Snake!
Clutter!
So today I'm in a state park, and it's called the Dead Horse State Park in Utah. I'm gonna look that up to make sure. And
it's nice because I can actually video in here and show you the amazing views. So I'll show you a couple of the views as we go along our hike. What do you think, Gay?
You can't go wrong in Moab. There's so many incredible hikes here. I mean, look at this. It's everywhere, everywhere you go. And Moab has so much diversity in the geology. There's Coral Reefs National Park, there's Canyonlands, there's Escalante, I mean, Dead Horse State Park. It's just, yeah. Gotta do it, it's amazing. Amazing.
Gotta do it, she says. We're just walking the trail and we came across Bighorn Point, which is a real tourist attraction because it's beautiful. And you can actually drive here. They have a little area, a little parking lot. You can drive here and come take a look if you're not hiking the trail like we are. So it was well worth it. Got some beautiful shots and just chilled out a little bit.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing, and please, 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 please remember to subscribe and ding that bell so that we can let all of you know as soon as we have more episodes coming out.
That's a lot of pleases. If you like what you saw in the video, please give us a thumbs up and a comment below because we like to know what you're thinking. And if you want some behind the scenes content, click the join button and see the options to become a member. And we hope to see you out here.
See you out here.
She told me to walk this way, talk this way. She told me to walk this way, talk this way. Na 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 da 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 da. I know you're gonna use that.